The UH-1 helicopter, also known as the Iroquois or the Huey, is a vehicle that every single War Thunder player is familiar with. Thanks to its extensive use in several large-scale military conflicts, most notably during the Vietnam War, the Huey became one of the most recognizable helicopters around the world and an iconic part of the American rotorcraft roster. The development of the Iroquois started in the mid-1950s. The quick advancement of rotorcraft technology and the effective use of helicopters for medevac during the Korean War prompted the military to issue a requirement for a new utility military helicopter. Decision-makers believed that contemporary rotorcraft were limited in their versatility and performance. They wanted the new vehicle to be able to carry out all sorts of missions, transport troops, evacuate injured personnel, and to haul cargo. And on top of that, to carry machine guns and rockets. More than 10 companies answered the call and took part in the competition, but there could be only one winner, and that was the XH-40 by Bell. The key feature of this helicopter was that it was built around a 700 horsepower Lycoming turboshaft engine, which received a lot of praise and attention as it clearly outperformed its conventional piston engine-powered counterparts. Furthermore, despite all that power, the Lycoming wasn't too loud. Another selling point of the XH-40 was that even at this early stage, it was obvious that the new helicopter was going to be easy to maintain and easy to fly. And the cabin could accommodate 7 passengers, or 4 stretchers and a medical specialist. The military were so impressed with the XH-40 that they placed an order for 6 service test helicopters even prior to their first flight, which happened in 1956 with Bell's chief test pilot, Floyd Carlson, at the controls. It took engineers several years to bring the new helicopter to the standard expected by the military, and it was in 1959 that the U.S. Army finally received their first batch of new utility helicopters, officially named Iroquois and designated UH-1. That's where the nickname Huey came into play. The reference became so popular that the nickname persisted even after the official designation was changed to UH-1 for utility helicopter. Compared to prototypes, the production variant had a more powerful engine and an improved rotor. Basically, it was the same vehicle, but better. Soon, the Vietnam War broke out, and the U.S. Armed Forces started using their Hueys in combat operations. For instance, the UH-1B, equipped with the American variant of the Nord SS-11 anti-tank missile, was used to destroy fortifications and bunkers in North Vietnam, while the UH-1D was primarily used as a transport. Basically, the Iroquois became the backbone of the U.S. Air Cavalry. Hueys performed a variety of missions, from troop transport to ground attack operations behind enemy lines, and quickly became one of the symbols of the U.S. Armed Forces. By the end of the war, the U.S. military was operating around 2,000 Hueys. That's more helicopters than any other nation even had in service at the time. It's not fair to say that the Iroquois is only known for its involvement in the Vietnam War, though. Due to the sheer number of helicopters made, as well as their amazing performance capabilities, this vehicle had a significant and lasting impact on helicopter manufacturing all around the world. One important helicopter that was directly derived from the humble UH-1 was the legendary Cobra, that later earned quite a reputation on its own. Furthermore, Huey helicopters were highly sought after abroad. There was a variant of the UH-1B built under license in Japan by Fuji Heavy Industries. In Italy, Augusta made the AB-204 and AB-205. The Swedes had the HKP variant, and the list goes on and on. Throughout the years, Huey helicopters were used by dozens of different countries, from West Germany to Peru and Bangladesh. In the US, even after 20 years in service, there were still new modifications of the helicopter in the works. The latest variant of the Iroquois was accepted into service in the late 2000s. In War Thunder, helicopters of this series are employed by several nations. They sit at rank 5 of their corresponding tech trees. These are light combat vehicles that have access to a pretty impressive array of armaments, including machine guns, grenade launchers, rockets, and AT missiles. Do you enjoy flying this legendary bird in mixed battles? Share your experiences in the comments below.